stop telling me what I can do, what I can say, what I can think, who my heroes are supposed to be. Just get the fuck off of me.
Bill Maher just lit up Drew Barrymore during his latest Club Random episode, and the reaction online has been explosive. Maher didn't hold back for a second. He went straight after Barrymore's weak arguments and dismantled them with ease. As expected, the outraged crowd rushed into meltdown mode, but Maher's in a league of his own. He's laser-focused on one thing, telling the blunt truth. No sugarcoating, no soft edges, just raw honesty. If you've missed this clash, now's the time to catch up, because the firestorm is only growing stronger.
You're a very discerning man. When it comes to a lot of things, you are.
It's a charitable word for it, but I appreciate it. Yes, I think I am. I mean...
I've watched you for decades go out there and speak your truth.
Yeah.
I don't think there is anything that exists of the truth. It's your truth. And
there is also in life the truth. We may not always be able to discern it, but there is the truth.
Barrymore leaned on one of the woke crowd's favorite talking points. Truth is relative. You've heard it plenty of times before. The second you challenge them with hard facts, they retreat behind the shield of, that's your truth, I have mine. It sounds deep, but in reality, it's nothing but mental junk food. Here's the bottom line. There are facts and there are opinions. That's it. Facts don't change because someone's feelings are hurt. Gravity doesn't stop working just because your pride takes a hit. Opinions, however, are a mixed bag. Tie them to real facts and they hold weight. Base them on nothing but feelings and they collapse instantly. That's exactly where Barrymore's argument fell apart. It wasn't bold or liberating. It was pure escapism, and Maher had no patience for it.
It's very hard to be the one on either side to ever proclaim you know what it is. That is a dangerous thing to do. We always need to hear, because we don't know. We're not God.
no,
Right.
no.
But it does exist, the truth. Not everything is just your truth. I mean, your truth has become sort of like code word for just whatever I feel like. Whatever I feel like believing. Well, that's not really the same thing as your truth. You feel this way.
Yeah.
Feeling is not enough for me.
Maher then took aim at the entire feelings over facts mindset of the woke movement. Their strategy is simple. Emotions first, evidence second, or not at all. And when pressed, they scramble for cherry-picked tidbits that can't withstand the light of day. Feelings are unstable. Today you're confident. Tomorrow you're unsure. You can't build anything solid on ground that shifts constantly. Yet, somehow, activists keep using these shaky emotions to push massive, life-changing decisions, like pushing children toward transitions before they've even chosen a favorite cartoon. That's not compassion, it's chaos. And Maher cut straight through it. His message was sharp. Truth doesn't bend to emotions. No amount of verbal gymnastics will ever change that.
It is such a taboo subject, the truth.
It is. Oh, and it gets you hated.
Oh, as soon as I said it, I was like, the truth, that there is no truth. I'm like, that doesn't work. You can't say things like that.
Then came the moment everyone's talking about. Drew Barrymore was clearly rattled. She thought she was complimenting Maher by saying he was speaking his truth. But Maher stopped her cold. There's no your truth or my truth. There's just the truth, he shot back. That was the breaking point. Barrymore froze, stammered, and struggled to respond. When hard reality collides with slogans, the slogans crumble. Inside a bubble, those phrases sound clever. But when they hit real logic and real backbone, they collapse. At that point, Barrymore wasn't debating anymore. She was scrambling to stay afloat. And Maher showed everyone that truth doesn't just win. It steamrolls over empty talking points.
It's just so refreshing. Like, you were doing this before it was so dangerous.
Still dangerous.
And it is just way too dangerous now.
Yeah.
But you're still doing it.
It's slightly less dangerous than it was 2 years ago because we did have a vibe change, and because the Democrats lost so badly in 2024.
Barrymore then slipped in another claim, that speaking the truth today is somehow dangerous. Classic woke spin. They disguise censorship as compassion. But Maher saw it immediately and crushed it before it spread. That's the difference between thinkers and followers. We all remember how destructive cancel culture was at its peak. Careers ended, reputations ruined, and friendships shattered, all because people dared to step outside approved lines. Fear kept people silent. But things are changing, thanks to Trump disrupting the system and independent media rising. Cancel culture has lost much of its power. It's no longer a raging fire, just a fading spark. And Maher reminded the world of that shift.
Blush is off the rose on left-wing censorship and, oh my God, you can't say that. Stop telling me what I can do, what I can say, what I can think, who my heroes are supposed to be. Just get the off of me.
He then took it further. The era of left-wing censorship is fading. Maher's message was simple. Stop telling people what they can say, what they can think, or who they're allowed to admire. Free speech isn't a gift handed out by cultural gatekeepers. It's the foundation of America. It's written directly into the Constitution, guaranteeing everyone the right to speak their mind, even if it offends others. And unless speech breaks a law, it should remain free and unfiltered. That's America's strength. We don't silence people because their opinions sting, and we don't allow mobs to act like speech police. Maher's point hit hard. Free speech covers everything, not just a sanitized, approved version. That's why it's worth defending.
Lot of just what viscerally is going on with me when I have issues with the left. Just get the off of me. First of all, I don't believe you. You're not better. You're a lot of posers. Not all of you, but just get the off of me.
Well, that's what I like is you call people out from all different areas, and I don't even know how to address parties anymore.
You've got to hand it to Maher. Whether you like him or not, he's consistent. He'll call out anyone, left, right, or anywhere in between. That kind of honesty is rare in today's political circus. Compare that to mainstream media, where the script is always the same. Hammer the right endlessly, but cover up the left disasters. People are sick of it. Maher ignores the script. He'll roast Republicans when they deserve it, but he won't hesitate to expose Democrats either. That's why, even with constant backlash, his audience keeps growing. In a world filled with spin and partisanship, Maher's refusal to play along is not only refreshing, it's essential.
You're ballsy enough to be brave enough to say your truths or speak to what you believe is the truth.
Yes. What
scares you and what do you care about?
Oh, what scares me is a little bit me. That, at any moment you can say something that really in private conversation wouldn't upset anybody.
Yes.
But the snitches and will be able to use it to attack and end you, which they did once on Politically Incorrect.
And here's where the hypocrisy comes into full view. Behind closed doors, the left jokes and talks freely just like everyone else. But the moment someone says those truths in public, they suddenly perform outrage. The mob piles on, trying to cancel the offender. But it's never really about the words themselves. It's about control. Who is allowed to say what, when, and how? Step outside the approved script and the mob attacks. That's why cancel culture has always been a fraud. It's not morality, it's manipulation. And each time someone refuses to bow down, the mask slips further. The hypocrisy is harder to hide, and even harder to justify.
A few times,
right.
And I understand that it is real and it can happen.
Right. So, I always say, whenever I leave the house, not even to just do the show, just leave the house, I'm having dinner at a restaurant, but one of those rooftop restaurants. Because is it really dangerous? Not very, but you could fall off the roof.
Right.
When you eat at a normal restaurant, there's no danger of you falling off the roof. When you eat at a rooftop restaurant, there's very little, but it is possible you could fall off the roof.
Think of it this way. When you eat at a rooftop restaurant, there's a chance, though small, that you could fall off the roof. That's how Democrats managed America for years. They made people afraid of every word, every joke, every post. One wrong move and your career or reputation is gone. They weaponized paranoia. Ordinary people censor themselves, afraid to step on invisible landmines. But let's be clear, it was never really about respect. It was about control. Keep people silent, obedient, and second-guessing themselves. But the backlash has begun. Americans are fed up. We want our voices back, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's why Maher's clash with Barrymore wasn't just a celebrity dust-up. It was a reality check. The censorship game is falling apart. Independent voices are rising. Cancel culture is on its last breath. And Maher proved that truth still cuts through the noise every time. The facade is breaking. The hypocrisy is exposed. And free speech is making its comeback. And that's something we're celebrating. And with that, we'll wrap up today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. Let's finish off the last sparks of cancel culture together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.